Into what we're here for. So I always say that if somebody brings me a good map for Caesar 3, I will play it so we can have even more glorious Roman city building on the channel. And it actually came from a YouTube comment. I can't remember who it was and I can't remember who made the map, but we have something here. It's okay, which one is it? Nibelungen, a gothic horror show. Somebody made this, and to my eternal shame, I cannot remember who. Central Province, very large. It is besieged, and it is apparently hardest assignment. Well, you can't really trust the game when it gives these ratings. We should rate it for ourselves. We know that we have 25 years to achieve 80 culture, 80 prosperity, 80 peace, 80 favor, and 8,000 people. Let's go and see this map. What makes you so special? Well, a number of things. Let's have a look around. We find that there's quite a lot of rocks and quite a lot of water and plenty of foliage and not a whole lot of arable land. Where are we? We're in Massilia. Now excuse this broken empire image, I'd love to figure out how to fix it for this. All I'd need to do is take this background part and shunt it down to the bottom right a wee bit. But as you can tell, this is Massilia sitting in the sea. It's meant to be over here. Everything is displaced down that way for a bit. Never mind that, we won't be looking here that much. It's just to know that we are in Massilia. We can trade with Lugdunum, Mediolanum, Tarraco, and Valentia. Yeah, Valentia, well known for being in North Africa. Right. Jake, the UI is a little hard to read. Oh well. It's not hard for me to read. Right. I hope this stuff isn't too hard to read. Thinking about it. Well, I wanted to give one run with this this better UI at least. It's certainly a lot better for me, because I can see so much more of the map. Right, so what's so tough about this map? Well, to start with, we only have 2,500 denarii here, which is pathetic, honestly. That's almost nothing to get your city up and running with. You'll need to either quickly make taxes or quickly make trade receipt with that kind of money, so that's rough. What else is there? Well, there are the resources that we have. They're pathetic. We have timber, so we can make furniture. We can make wine. We can't sell wine to anybody, so that's a shame. We can make wheat. I don't think anybody buys our wheat. Fruit, I think, sells overseas, and meat we can sell. So the main exports we have are meat and furniture. We're going to need to get those up and running ASAP, since, as I said before, we have almost no money. Wages are standard right now. Our own salary is 80 ducats a month. I'm going to have to change that all the way down to 5. Honestly, maybe 2 would be a better idea, but I'm going to stick with 5 right now because I need to grab every ducat that I can. There's no point taxing people if we don't have any money to collect, otherwise they just get angry with me. I think the city has no employment problems, also has no unemployment problems, and also no people. So what are the main things we have to think about? Well, one, it told us that the city is besieged, and a good way to tell where you're going to get attacked from is by looking around the perimeter. If you see long stretches without any foliage, it's probably safe to assume you're going to get attacked from those ends. I recall this map had a lot of blurb with it, like read up stuff about the map itself, but I did not find that. Basically, most of the perimeter looks like it's going to be attacked. Normally, I would say attacks don't tend to come on island areas, and this place is stranded from the road to Rome. However, given that this is where most all of the arable land is, it's probably a safe assumption that we'll get attacked along here. And it did say this is besieged, so I'm a little worried about that. What else? There are natives here in the center. There are no native huts, so we can't trade natively with them, and it looks like they claim ownership of most of the center. If I cleared away the foliage, then it would show that they claim ownership of most of that. I could solve that with single missionary hut, but there's no need to do that currently. There's lots of sheep going about, but they don't pose much of a threat. So yeah, loads of arable land here, but it's in an awful position for building with. This is about the only good building area that we have on this side. I guess there's here, but it's dangerously close to the edge there. And This is an excellent point for fishing, so you'd have a huge concentration of food coming out from here, but really you'd have to massively shove people into... Given the goods that you can get, you could get Grand Insulae here. The prosperity requirements are pretty rough. I like the island in the middle and the other small detached pieces of land. Yeah, this is pretty cool because it's got great areas for fishing on it and a bit of arable land. It could even, you know, you could set up some patricians, maybe here actually. I know it's arable land here, but it could be used for a bunch of patricians, just have something loop around, they can get their food from this island. There's a lot of interesting things you can do here, but you are heavily penned in by this. I can't start building anything reasonably over here with those kind of money worries. I try to avoid taking a loan from Caesar whenever possible. I'm gonna have to try very hard for that one here. So this is the road to Rome. This is where immigrants will come from. This is where they gotta leave from, so we need to make sure this area is open. But I think what I need to do is do the absolute bare minimum to get my economy moving, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Now, here's the thing, I really think this is a dangerous map, and it's more likely than not I'm going to fail and have to start again. I might not even make it, period. Which will be interesting, because I think we've managed to defeat every map that's been brought to us so far. We've had setbacks, sure, but we always have setbacks. Now, how's this gonna go? Looks like we got a good bit of... Okay, here's the thing. My budget is so tight that I don't even want to clear all this land because it's going to cost me hundreds. So, let's just call canny. We can do a bit of chopping down wood here. Is that even the best way to do it? I could probably get you guys along a bit further at a small cost. Set up some timber yards here. Seems like the clever thing to do. Let's not hesitate, let's just do. Okay, I can get these guys all here. 3 of them are going to be needed because we saw here with Lugdunum, and I'm going to open this trade route immediately because I know I have to pay for it anyway. They will buy up to 25 units of furniture. I'm really sad that that UI is broken. Where is Dr. Avdich when we need him? He knows how to fix that kind of stuff. So for these 3, normally I would never set up all these buildings so early, but the thing is, we have too much of a problem when it comes to this. How's this gonna work? Am I gonna have you there? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have you there. I'm thinking about how the road is gonna run around here. Notice that we have a area here for sending out boats to go fishing, so we're probably gonna have you coming along here. Nay, say simple, as we say. And that makes 6 of you. Excellent, maybe. Now, how's this part gonna look? Like I said, I need to do bare minimum here. I'm already crushing through my finances. Kind of like 2 away from here. Yeah, that's not really very good either. I could have it like that. Oh, I built you in the wrongest of areas now, haven't I? It's going to be expensive to fix. Oh well, we roll with the errors that we make around here. Let's just have you go up and rune. 1, 2, space, 1, 2. Oh, I don't like that either. 1, 2, 1, 2, perhaps? Yeah, that's gonna have to do. Alright, let's just get some people living here. I need people badly. Like the Red Warrior and his food. Is this a path that can be used? It is. Good. Let's just get a bunch of folk living here. Now I'm going to need an engineer post. I am also going to need 2 prefectures because tents are very combustible. I'm going to need a doctor or else everybody's going to die of sickness. Hey, we've got space right there for you. And I'm going to need a temple to every god. Just have one down here because these lands are going to be considered pretty yucky to live in. Ceres, even though she can't do anything to me. Actually, she truly can't do anything to me. Is there any point wasting 50 ducats on Ceres? I think not. Neptune, on the other hand, he's the man. What do we have here? Employees needed? No kidding. One thing is, I'm not going to pay people to make furniture if there's no wood for the furniture, so forget that. This is one of my favorite Jake games right after Patrician Force says Rolling in You, with their absurd tastes, but patrician tastes nonetheless. Mercury, you know, I've never seen all the horrible things he can do, but my mum told me that she once pissed off Mercury and he started throwing fireballs from the sky down on the map. So I'm not going to risk it. I really want Mars to help me out here, and one should never, ever cheese off Venus. So there we go. We're only flipping off Ceres here. And that is a good thing. Is that what they say these days? I sure hope people actually walk down here to go and fix my stuff. I'm going to need a warehouse, but I'm going to wait on that one just a little bit. Okay, this should be enough. There's no guarantee that it will be. Looks a little low on people, actually. Let's throw a few more there. Dicey saying, I want to see those fireballs now. Nah, we'll see. Okay, people are coming in. This is good. Now, I don't know where or when I'm going to be attacked, but I feel super vulnerable. I want my industry up and on the go ASAP, and I want to assemble an army. I don't care if I keep my population pretty low and untaxed, but right now I need industry. I need it badly. Oh, I really don't like where you are, but I don't have the money to move you right now. So we have tons of immigrants coming in. I know what that feels like. Should be enough that there's no fire problems as long as Prefect Man does his job. Look at him. Round he goes. Round they both go. Excellent news. And our woodcutters are kind of working. Very few people work at this yard. Timber production is slow as a result. Well, we're getting there, so... Hadir wished, as we say. Tempted to give these people so... I don't have access to wells. Oh, what else don't I have access to? I have all the education buildings. I have Hippodrome, Coliseum, Theatre, Amphitheatre, so I got everything education, entertainment-wise, all of these, all of these, all of these. Looks like I have everything except wells. Damn. This game pulls it out of nowhere. Alright, so I still need loads of people coming in. Look that we still have plenty of places for immigrants, but they're flooding on into my glorious land. We're short on no people. Good. Now I just need these guys to make some wood. My denarii will trickle down normally because I am paying people money, even though I don't want to.
There's malnutrition everywhere, yet no food to treat it.
People are going to be enjoying malnutrition for quite some time, Doctor. I feel like we could probably have at least a couple more houses here. Alright, so people are now delivering wood to these places. Great, that means all this unemployment is now going to get to work on that furniture. Look at them go. Oh yes, that is mass production. Arillo says Rune Factory series was the greatest. I love Rune Hello! Neptune is giving me super money for the rest of the year. I must capitalize on that immediately. I will sell every bit of furniture that I produce. And I don't have enough people working on my furniture right now. Which means I need more people coming in. Come on, people, stop letting me down. Don't really have a lot of money to spare on making new homes here. Oh, excellent. Mars is also helping us out here with the Guardian Spirit. That's what I like to see. It's already August. I desperately need these furniture things ready so I can have some money flowing in. I know it's early game, but I really need to assemble an army because this... What do they call it? A gothic horror show. I feel like safety is not guaranteed. So here we go. Delighted by your devotion, Mercury has uncovered hidden produce in a city granary. Well, he's better than I am, then. Okay, great. We have 3 bits of furniture. Come on, get that 4th one in there. I know you can. They're not going to make it. Is he going to make it? There we go. So 4 bits of furniture. These guys are going to buy it up, and finally I'm going to have some money.
Careful! I wish these workers would take more care as they load my beasts up with my new purchases.
Oh, that feels good. That feels incredibly good. Now I just hope that I can get another bunch of sales done before the year is done.
There's malnutrition everywhere, yet no
And now I need
food
to think
treat
what
it.
to do with all this money. How are we looking employment-wise? Very low unemployment, to the point where I could actually start taxing my people if I really wanted to. And I kinda really want to, but probably the better idea is to feed my people, then tax them more. Or, see, this is a difficult choice here. I can either start selling fish, the income won't be super hot, or I could start feeding my people fish and taxing them for it. Both require a similar level of investment. Okay, it's only Ceres that is unhappy, and we can just laugh her off for a while. Just a laugh for the lads. Okay, you can only have 2 traders on the map at one time, so as one disappears, one will appear. There we go. I need him to get here before it's January. Otherwise these won't be sold at their double value. Once they are, I'm going to invest that money in my country, in my city-state. Right, Venus is making everybody feel super good. Just trying to ask you too many questions about that. And plop. There we go. We've gotten all the double money produce out of our furniture that we can. We're going to keep the industry rolling, but now I need to invest this money in myself. Right. It's a bit more work to upgrade these homes, but it's probably worth it. Probably worth it. So I can make fountains, I can make reservoirs. Tell me more about where to place that reservoir. Let's have everything slow right the heck down. We're in no hurry here. I'm going to clear out these areas for potential fishing. So if I smack a reservoir here, people that live next to it won't be happy. But it's the best place I can think to put it right now. That's a bit far away. I'm not blocking much fishing, am I? Kind of. Well, maybe not. That's really just one fishing location. Harumph. I gotta remember my priorities here. This is not the be-all and end-all city. So yeah, we'll get you down, and we'll get these fountains going. And then I'm going to try to upgrade these guys pretty far. Means I'm going to have to move some stuff here. You are regrettably one of those things, so as soon as you're done, I'm going to delete you. And then I'm going to make this into a central granary area, loop around and get some fish flowing. Alright, you'll be done very soon. Before that, though, one, two, three, four. Yeah, I think I can smack you there. That should be enough for everybody. As long as I don't have employment troubles. These guys upgrade to large tents, which can hold 8 people more for the 2x2s, or 2 people more if it's a single one. There we go. If you put the reservoir there, I think you'll block off the only place for a bridge. No, that's not a given. Uh-oh. So, in this map, wages increase in Rome, so I need to follow suit, even though it's expensive. Right, you're done. You've also delivered. So, you're going goodbye. In fact, this whole bit here is going goodbye, which means our good friend the engineer has to be relocated. Guess. There you go. I'm a big fan of using this kind of 2x2 layout. Wait, 2x2? I meant to say figure of 8. How did that even come out that way? Recht. How does this even work? I don't know. Where can I have all my wharfs? 1, 2, 3. One, two. Oh, that's a long way for you guys to go to get any employees. This is a good place to have it, except I can't reasonably get a road going in there and coming out without it just splitting off like that. This is expensive. I'm getting too fast and loose with my with my road building here. Sadly, I need people living here, even though it's going to be horrifically undesirable for them. Oh wow, that's bad as well. You need loops in this game because otherwise your walkers will not go where you want them to. Promise you that much for free. Hopefully that's not too long. Yeah, if they spawn here, as long as they get to that granary, they'll interact with these people and get employment from them. Alright, should be okay. I'm gonna need another furniture workshop to make up for the one that I dismantled. Okay. So far, so not bad. I'm gonna regret putting you here. That's not where I need you. Somewhere relatively far away is better. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm confused by myself here. Any fish that I make too much of can go there as well. I don't want you accepting furniture. I want this thing emptied and then everybody can send their goods there. Also, I'm almost certainly going to need more workers for all this stuff that I'm setting up. Also, I never made a shipyard, which is vital for these people. Can't believe I'm calling them people. So until that's working, I'm going to have meat kai. Oh, I can't turn off meat production. Well, that's interesting. Alright, doesn't change the fact that I need a shipyard before any of these guys will do anything. And I should make it somewhere detached, like here. Why, you might reasonably ask? So that I can... Oh, I really hope this connects. Okay, that should help. You will sadly need an engineer post and a prefecture. But there we go, you will build us ships, and our wharves will make fish, and we will be able to feed our population, and a fed population is a population I can tax. Ceres destroys all your growing crops as a warning to you. I'm really scared, Ceres. No attacks coming in, which is rather nice. Suspiciously nice. My water does not reach as far as I would like it to. Whew. Okay, we got through the very early game well enough. This guy is now empty. So I can just delete you and hope that these guys actually get labor access. Oh, well, I already see how they're not going to. Oh, wait, no, that does go through the center. Alright, so everybody should be getting labor access, unless they can't walk very well around this area. That's a huge risk if they can't, though. Monumental risk. I hate to say it, but I might have to get rid of you just to have some people living here. Look at this guy, he walks and walks and walks and walks. Ah, he goes around, he makes his loop, but you don't get it. Why? Okay, that's unacceptable. But I might have a solution. It's a pretty nuclear solution, but I'm going to take it anyway. There we go. Because it's of vital importance that the economy moves, otherwise my money stagnates and goes nowhere. So these guys get that, you get access to labor, and this all works out. Suddenly they get a flood of furniture coming in, and these other guys, oh, they're gonna pour it in there, which is good. Very good, in fact. I still need this guy to fill up on fish, though. Jake, is this an early stream of Imperator Rome? I thought about making that joke, but I thought, well, what if somebody really takes that the wrong way? I hate the fact that I have to think about those things, but it's true. Oh, bloody hell. The wages in Rome have gone up again. Should probably consider more water for these guys. They are going to need it. But I do not have a lot of money for this. Otherwise these guys are going to be super cheesed off with me. I could put my reservoir here, have the road go around it a bit better. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Population milestone, wonderful thing, right?
Greetings. This city urgently needs more food.
So the fun thing is, they don't actually care about the food, the people getting food. They care about you having food. So they look to having a full granary. So I don't know how many people this is going to be able to feed. I'm going to hazard about 1,000. But that means this is no longer necessary. So I'm just going to delete. Well, let's not delete more than we have to here. I just don't want to pay people for work that I don't need done. Hell, I'll just pay same as Rome right now. I got nothing to prove. Unemployment is actually pretty high.
I'm hardly needed. These buildings are in great condition.
But the people love me. So, the cost of fruit's going up. That's excellent news. This is going to be horribly unpleasant place to live. I think I'll plaza it up prematurely. Both sides. Ah, excellent. It just feels so good for people to buy my goods. It's going to feel even better when I have the food to feed these people with. I would like to start up an army, however, we're looking at a huge investment here. 2,150 denarii to get a single fort up and running, and then 1,000 for each additional fort. Don't really want to have to do that. So, do you like importing food, Jake? No. No, I do not. Nobody should have to import food. Thinking some gardens here might be a good idea, if only to level these guys up a bit. There we go, go. Quit being so bloody miserable, everybody. I want to get these guys up to small hovel level. I don't need to do a lot for them, I just need to feed them. They already have religion. But I want this thing full of food first.
Unemployment is worryingly high here.
You're not wrong. I'd love to have more jobs for my people, but that's a bit difficult for me to do right now. I can't give people meaningful jobs currently. I suppose taxman is a good, meaningful work. It's also a nice thing to live near. Of course, for that, I'd actually have to start taxing people. And for that, I would have to actually pay them above Rome, and I'd have to take care of that unemployment. That unemployment being one of the trickier things to take care of right now. Normally, you would just throw people lots of jobs, but that's tricky. Is there anything we could import? So these guys will sell us clay. We could turn that into pottery and sell it at a profit, and that would keep people busy. And since we have the denarii, that seems like the correct thing to do right now. Pottery costs us 40 to import. So if I want 10 pottery, that's 400 denarii. I can afford that. So I'm going to set up a... Whoa, oh snap. That was a mistake. That was a fairly big mistake. Well, I'm going to have to roll with that one, because I can't undo it unless I severely want to move you. Oh well. So how many pottery workshops? 6 will do. 1, 2... Leave these guys a little way to get in here. 3, 4, 5... 6. We also need to open up this new route. And I tell my advisor that we import pottery. Obviously, only in this one warehouse. Sorry, import clay, sell pottery. Okay, that should work out. And hopefully I'm not told that I need more employees dramatically. Oh yeah, buying up that clay costs money, you know. I don't like how these guys are not getting access to employees. Yeah, the guy he sends off to try and find work. Ah, has worked. Excellent. Employees needed. It's kind of a given, but it's easy to solve in a few ways. The best way currently is to actually feed my people. Let my people grow. Marketplaces are unpleasant to live near. But if I put it right here, it shouldn't be a big problem because it's surrounded by all these temples. That should make life a bit more pleasant for people. So they're going to get their food, they're going to evolve quite a bit, and that should give me a lot more breathing room for people to be. Jake may have been asked, but any plans to play CK2 when Holy Fury comes? No. Big Fan says, big your homes can possibly be on this map, with food variety and all. An excellent question. With food variety, we have 3 types of food, which means we have no limit. We also have access to olives, vines, clay, and timber, so we can get furniture, pottery, oil, and wine. So basically there is no limit to what I can make here. Which is great news for me. And also we have all the buildings except for the well. So yes, we can get the buildings as big as we want them. As big as your house. We don't see these often. Incensed by your lack of respect towards her, Ceres brings down upon your people a plague. She sends her... How's the song go? I send my sword, I send my... Damn, I should know all the Prince of Egypt songs. I send my scourge, I send my sword. Thus saith the Lord. Yeah, there we go. You still have poor access to employees for whatever reason, which is not good. Hope I don't have to rejig you or even put buildings here for people to get access from. Access to labor from. Super suck. Okay, so you should be feeding people now. Right, there she goes. She's picking up the food, taking it back. She's picking up the food. Come on, market lady. My people are starving. There we go. She's got loads of food, now she's going to disperse it. Rome has need of the following goods. 10 wheat. Sawed off rod. I'm not doing... Whoa! Excellent. I kind of hope we have overproduction of fish soon. Like I said, I don't know how many people this is going to feed. But I do know that I want these guys upgraded to hovel level. People still love me, which is good. So we're going to plaza sparingly. In the hopes that we get these places upgraded. And I just need that that marketplace to give it all out. So we go to small hovels because it's where the... Ooh, some of these guys are not so hot. We go to small hovels because that's the point at which you double the taxation. At least I think it's double. You make more taxes on them than everything below it. And that is a great reason for me to go down that path. Because even these small buildings make you reasonable tax income. And I need to squeeze every bit of income I can in this game. As soon as you have loads of money, you've won this game. But getting there is not always sunshine and puppy dogs. Look at these guys. 2 denarii made thus so far this year. Nothing made here. The tax collector is not happy because these guys make us barely any money. Okay, you are not good enough right now. But I can fix these things. Great, we have pottery coming in. I'm pretty sure I told my places to sell all the pottery they can. So this one warehouse, it brings in the clay and it sells all the pottery. At least I would like it to. The gods are wrathful.
This city is so dull. Even a priest likes a good
Jake, one wharf is around 320 people. That's the thing. A wharf, the amount of food it outputs is completely dependent on how close it is to the fish source. So it's not a trivial calculation. This guy is going to make tons of food. He comes, he goes, he comes, he goes. A distant Roman city is threatened but is defenseless. You're the only city that can help. What? Have we been at this even for 2 years? Average force will attack in 24 months. I do not have an army to send off for that. There's no way I could even get an army for that. And I know he's not going to be chuffed with my lack of wheat production. Oof, that is rough city right there. Probably going to have to pamper Caesar pretty hard, pretty quickly. I'm going to pay myself a reasonable salary and start gifting him decent amounts when I can every year. Arillo is now listening to the Prince of Egypt soundtrack, making a fantastic choice there. It's great. It's so damn good. Almost hurts it's that good. So the situation as it is here, I should start making not terrible rent off of these guys. I'm also making okay money off of these, so yeah, things are alright. These guys are not happy living next to that timber yard, not at all. I'll do what I can to help them out. But yeah, warehouse, loads of timber yards, doesn't make for a good place to live. I'm not going to upgrade these guys past small hovels, I think, at all. Unfortunately, I have unemployment rising now. I have more houses than I can really deal with. But that's good, because that opens me up for doing more things, right? More things that require people, at least. 61 unemployed workforce. I could start building an army worthy of Mordor here. Really hope I'm overproducing food here. It must be people just making their initial stocks of food here that's eating everything up. Evolve, damn it. Right, industry is as big as I can make it for both selling pottery and furniture. Other things that I can sell are, well, fish, which I'm trying. Oil. I could sell oil, but it would have to be by sea. I could say oil, more fish, and fruit. And as I recall, the price for fruit went up. But all the arable land is over on this island. Which would mean I'd have to start up another colony, but I don't really have the money for that. Nor have I started with my defenses, which is something I really need to start on. Difficult. Lemon difficult. Somebody calculated the fishing production. It's, yeah, I know the calculation, I'm not very good at counting this, nor do I want to do it for everything. Right, so I have options here. One, colonize the island. 2, set up another small colony here. It won't really inject much into the economy, at least not initially. Or 3, start on the army. And I'm starting to think that that army is extremely necessary. I can make my barracks right here. No, I can't. This feels like a place that's going to be attacked. Because it's not really friendly for building on. Which is why building my barracks and stuff here is a bit risky. I know this can't be attacked because it adds a forest here, but it could be attacked on here and here. Basically, I hate building around the edge here. Which is a point for map builders or map makers. A good thing to do is have a large enough land to work with, but make a lot of it inaccessible with terrain. That way you're not squeezing people and punishing them for building near the edge. They're going to have their artificial edges to work with. That probably didn't make as much sense as I was trying to make it in my head, but spare me, you're trying to survive. And it's all I can do to survive. I need a barracks, but if I put it next to these guys, they will hate me forever. But that might be an incentive to start building up here, right? I can make a small colony that can feed itself, and I have the money to make that happen. How much fishing can I even do around here? Quite a lot. This looks like a promising area for it. But I still don't have a lot of money for it. I really, really, really need an army. It seems it's possible to trade with the natives on the central isle. Oh, I missed that. There is a native meeting hut there. Well, that's good. That'll open up revenue streams, especially if I get more furniture flowing. Even if I make an army, where would I put it? Where do I need to defend? I could set it up here knowing that it's safe here, and this isn't really somewhere I would build anyway. And as long as I have horses, they can fast response. But what if I build up here later on and I need defenses here? Honestly, I would like to have my army in a central location, but the center's full of water and rocky island. This whole area is almost certainly going to be a thriving metropolis of Grand Insulae. Or at the very least, large insulae. Thinking about it, this is the ideal place to stick my army. And I've just got him built on it. Okay. I guess I'll have them here then. Right, barracks is fairly cheap. Doesn't really matter if I stick it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. Now smack you down there. And I shall begin making my troops. Oh, I really like the way the rocks and the trees meet here. I don't want to disturb that too much. However, I need something of an opening to work with here. We'll get some mounted troops to begin with. There we go. Once that starts filling up, we'll get some javelineers to complement them. What's the objective? 8,000 population and 80 in all regards. And I have a time limit of 25 years to do so. This guy's got a real problem with having a nice place to live. That should do it though. Yeah, knew I could do it. I like hovels. There's something really comfy looking about them, right? Previously, you just had this flappy bit over your head, and then next up you just got sticks over your head when you have a shack. But now, well, I mean, you have a stone wall and you have a hay roof. That's pretty cool. Pretty comfy. Deep down, it's what everyone wants, right? So, with the barracks and the fort, I'm just making troops without training them whatsoever. I would love to have a military academy as well. Unemployment is really high. It's probably not a bad idea to set up my military academy. But it's such an investment. God damn, I don't want to do that. Alright, alternative thought. I make my workshop for pottery here. Or here. Here looks better. Here looks a lot better. But it's not going to be nice for those guys living there. It's going to be very not nice for those guys. I don't want to stress and strain the delivery guy here. All this would have been fine if I hadn't accidentally put that where I did. Hey, this might work. Yeah, it's kind of close for you. That'll do. Wait, why did I do that again? Because I didn't like your location, I think. And that Milty Academy goes here. As close can be. Without being too close. There we go. I'm gonna have such a big problem if it doesn't get labor and needs to walk that way. So now my units will be trained as well. So there we go, small shack. Oh, it's devolving because I don't have enough food. Sure. It's possible that she doesn't go around the loop often enough. Yeah, this market lady sucks. Okay. I'm gonna put another one over here and hope that that works out better. I'm not gonna delete you because that'll get rid of a bunch of food we have saved up. Okay, so these guys are academy trained now. Before I have any chance to forget, I will set you up as well. 19 months in Lutetia. I don't... Man, would I be able to save them? No, there's no way I can build up the army in time. Jake, do the woodcutters need natural forest? Yes. Only to build them, though. Afterwards, you could delete all the forest, but I insist I always have forest next to them, or else I feel like I'm just cheating. Okay, do I have some real problems with food production or something? Oh. Oh. The answer is yes, I do. These guys aren't working very often is the problem. I don't like that. There's a lot I don't like about this. Alright, how about... Crazy idea. Oh, this is going to be so undesirable to live in. It's all undesirable to live in. Whatever, it's all temporary. Look, you can have a temple to Ceres to live next to. Everyone likes that. And I'll give you a bit of plaza. But yeah, the biggest problem I've had is that these fish places haven't had the employees that they need. I should have noticed that when I saw that boat docked there, but nobody taking it to the granary for a while. Damn, that's going to impact a lot on the people I have and the taxes I make. Oh well, like I said, nobody said this would be an easy map, least of all me. So with that, these guys shouldn't have any employment problems, and these... Ceres really hates me. Okay. Hopefully we sort out our food problem. Our exports problem is not a problem. And I know that Caesar is not going to be happy with me for quite a while, so let's not give the city, let's send him a gift. Cheetahs and giraffes. He loves giraffes. So, unfortunately, it's going to take a bit of time to normalize everything here. However, money is coming in. So, what I could do is delete this temple to Neptune, stockpile my resources, rebuild it, and then sell everything at double, but
These houses pay so little
I'm not a
tax,
fan of doing
it's
that.
hard
It's
to see
really
past my
exploiting,
time.
and I didn't get where I am today by using exploits. So, we need to think where we're going from here. Has Caesar been mad about this yet? Not yet, but he will be. I need to think what to do here. I cannot sell my my wine. I'm thinking where to set up a decent colony. Something. I mean, this is probably going to hang around until I have a decent bit of large insulae set up. Oh, grand, that would be nice. And then I'm just going to demolish this. Everything that's here is completely replaceable. Even this, although it's expensive. It's really here just to generate money, get me a standing army, just generally kick some ass. It's a little bit tempting to send off my army, but I barely have an army. An average force tends to need 3 of these. Maybe 2 would do? Maybe 2 would do? Caesar's pretty mad because I'm not giving him his grain. It would be a fairly cheap thing just to send it to him, but I'd rather just drown him in giraffes. How do the people feel? Extremely pleased. That is not love. Unemployment is rising. I could deal with that by deleting quite a few of these, or deal with it by building up an area. Both seem not good. Right, what I really should do is set up more industry, right? I can sell oil. I can sell fruit and fish. Oils, fruits, and fish. But the only way I can get olives is to buy them from a land merchant. That's troublesome, very troublesome. It depends, I guess, where I set up my dock, but it's still very troublesome. Come to think of it, where can I even set up my dock? A lot of these don't have the space for it. Looks like I can do it here. That's a trap. Here? Yeah, looks like I can do it down here. Then again, this is awful for that. Truly awful. Over here is better because I can have the fruit and stuff to sell off. Okay, that seems like a good idea. And I'm all about being a good ideas guy. So if I open up this route where they buy my fruit and fish, it's only 500 denarii. Ugh, I really want those marbles, but that'll come another day. Okay. So I'm going to have that set up. Obviously got to tell these guys not to accept these new things that I have access to. So what? How's this going to go down? I need a dock here. And then I will have wharves to get fish to sell. Would 2 be enough to supply all the fish? Well, 3 would certainly be enough. And then have farms going and just generate revenue pretty nicely off of that. Which I would use to get this up and running. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea. There's a few things I'm going to need for that though. Where's the flotsam? Where's the entry point for boats here? The flotsam seems to be going this way and down to here. So, from what I can tell, I can quite happily just set up a tiny little bridge across here. My options are limitless, but I'm going to go for right there. That's at least going to allow people to get down here and work on my colony. I guess I'll build the shipyard before the dock, so these guys actually have something to work with. Keep it real slow and build this place up. I don't have tons of money to work with, so let's not go overboard here. Even though overboard is the only board I know how to work with. Gotta remember that that road will change. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need the warehouse right here for... Honestly, I'm gonna need 2 warehouses, and it's not like I'm stuck for space around here. One should just accept both the fruit and the fish, and I'll slightly underproduce it. I don't know how the fish is going to come in, but hopefully it's slightly underproducing it. The other one just accepts nothing for now. In fact, why did I even build a second one? I'll build it later. Now, as for the fruit, I can export 40 every month. Each fruit thing produces 0.8 per month. Oh man, calculations. 0.8 per month, which is 9.6. So I want 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them will slightly underproduce. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need to be that close to it though. But I can't think of a reason not to be so close to it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just a tiny colony will be fine for you guys. This is purely to get industry rocking right now. I can also have a wheat farm for you, just so you guys have some food. Of course, you must only accept the wheat. And I'll consider how to spruce this up in time. Okay, good enough, I suppose, as long as people actually come and live here. These guys don't need doctor coverage. Health is almost perfect right now. Don't know how it's almost perfect. I mean, everybody's covered by oh, these guys aren't. That's funny to me.
There's malnutrition everywhere, yet no food to treat it.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm really trying. I made mistakes, I admit it. Oh, this is inefficient, this guy. He has to travel too far. Alright, so weapons just became more expensive for me. That's muckle unfortunate. Right, immigrants are all on their way here, so this place shouldn't sporadically burst into flames. Uh-oh. I don't remember being mad with Neptune. How in the world is Neptune very... I disconnected his stuff and he just killed all my ships. Okay, well that's not good. That's quite the opposite of good. Everybody, we love Neptune now. Damn. Don't know if you know, but I needed those ships. Like, really badly. So in addition to this being really difficult, I've been making a lot of rookie mistakes. That feels not good. Feels remarkably not good. I really hope you guys actually get access to employees this way. Where did that happen? Uh-oh. Really shouldn't happen that way. I'll diversify where the prefectures are a little bit. Don't worry, we'll remember them with a small statue. I needed to reduce my numbers of people in a bit. So let's see, how far are you willing to go to get employees? Alright, he's sufficiently indifferent now. I still need to restore all my boats though. There we go. I got good access to employees. I'm shipping out all this fruit, just as we always wanted. Might be a bit of a problem if I have land traders wasting their time coming down here to pick up fish that doesn't exist. Hopefully not a big problem though. The lack of food, that's the real problem right now. How are we looking for that army? 7 months. If I just have you guys built up, I might be able to send off 2 and be okay with it. And what do we have? If it's a medium force, 2 fully staffed ones should be fine. Again, this is all very temporary. I'm sure they'll be okay as they are. I know those gods are not going to be very happy because I'm not giving them much in the way of temples right now. But I guess I can finally charm Ceres a bit down here. Tell her to Gingham from back here. Oh, that's not going to make these guys happy. Here, have a statue. I can be frivolous enough these days. There are currently no fishing wharves demanding our boats. Great. That means I can get rid of you, replace you with a wharf. And then you will get the last ship from here. And then there's nobody demanding you, so you will go goodbye. This will happen. This will happen. We'll finally have our dock up and running. And I will start selling all of this fruit and all of these fishies. Now I hope I actually get a boat coming along to buy my stuff. 2 fully fledged armies. Maybe, just maybe, they can make it in time. They're both of them, right? Yeah. Take my... Oop. Take my units. Lutetia, where's that again? It's probably ages away. Well, do your best, guys. Arriving late is pretty awful, but At least I tried. Does mean that I need more auxiliaries though. Just hope I don't get attacked. Shouldn't have said that, really shouldn't have said that. Still, there we go. We have something resembling defenses. Trying to repair our pathetic place. Very little time has passed, but this is stressful stuff. Here we go. Traders willing to buy our goods. Hopefully willing to buy our goods. And there we go, more hovels. It's not like I'm taxing them. I mean, I could, but there's no need to right now. I still probably have over... No problems with unemployment. That's good. If anything, I could tax them harder. So I want to reflect a bit on these taxes. 600 ducats per year. That's not bad income, given how tightly we are squeezed for dosh. Jake, I would put a second granary near the northern wharves. Put the first granary to Getting. I mean, there's a lot I'm going to do with this land, but that's to come. Oh, these guys have to go so far to get their fish.
Another successful voyage. The profit from this place makes the seasickness bearable.
The nice thing is, ships have a large capacity for buying, so although this might feel like mass production, we should be good with it. Now, where to go from here? We have something resembling money, but setting up a good block here will not come cheap. I also really can't ignore the fact that I could easily be attacked from this side. My defenses are so far away. It'd be easier when I demolish this and just have all my defenses here, but that's a while away. Oh. Ah. So on the good side, fish just became worth more. On the bad side, I won't be getting any naval sea trade for a while. Naval sea trade, that's how much my words are coming apart in my own mouth here. What would Brian Boitano do?
I've been thrown out of my home!
It's the little things. Okay. Might be early days, but I really need to think about what I'm going to do with the block here. I have enough money to certainly plan it at the very least. Hey Jake, when will you play a Chinese and... You know where my loyalties lie, Neffy. Wharf, 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 wharf. Hey, I can get a lot of wharfs next to some pretty good fish here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm feeling super, well, just feeling super. That's like 5 times 300. Potentially more, given that they're so close. I'd need a granary right here. But that would be the fishy granary. It could do more than that, probably. I mean, this could be where I have fish and the granary and perhaps a getting warehouse for goods. This area is just chock full of housing and services. I gotta wall this off for safety. And then more food comes from here. That would be pretty awesome. Might be able to store a good 3,000 or 4,000 people here. Given that I need many thousand, that's a good start. The fish I get from here could still give me plenty of people, but I don't want little hovely people living here. Of course, this would have to supply the wheat.
Another successful voyage. The profit from this place makes the seasickness bearable.
I do really appreciate the money you bring in from me, man, from Valencia, so thank you kindly. But still... There's a number of problems with what I want to do here. A big part is the unemployment. Because I'm not able to produce many goods, I'm not able to soak up my my working people with a lot of needless jobs. But I could probably start taxing them an arm and a leg by now. If I set wages to 8 above Rome's, I can probably start taxing them at a very generous 14%. I always forget the exact taxation numbers, but that seems good and fair to me. So what would I do wall-wise? Does that seem reasonable? Seems expensive if nothing else. It gives me an idea of where I can build within. So if I start building right up here, I'm just going to get mauled if I get attacked from here. Could get attacked from here, but at least then I'd have to swing around a bit. Should be enough time for my cavalry to at least engage. So yeah, if I have people living here, fed from here, this is the real block for them to essentially be. Wow! Your relief force defeated the invading barbarians! I've never felt so Kaiser Johann in my life. That must have just been in the nick of time. They're extremely scared. Well, come on home, lads. You did good. What did you even send to save them? We quickly erected 2 full auxiliary units that were academy trained. And then it's just 8 fish left to protect the city right now. God, I have no food for these people. It'll be solved in time. Right, maybe I should get around to this then. How would it look? I have the money to plan, which is rather nice. Let's have a little gap in here so people can actually get in. Now, I think I would actually want a line of... oh, this could work. This could definitely work. Yeah. Yeah! Hey, I like this. Okay. It's going to be a line that comes down here. That much we know. And it's going to go through here. And it's going to meet up with whatever. The point is, I want people to walk from the barracks over to this guarding wall. So who's going to live here? It's going to have to be space for people living here. Probably just draw something and go with it. We can have a nice, fairly meaty loop here, can't we? That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Not big. It cost me 20 denarii, but 20 is still plenty. I'm just going to make a shape and roll with it. That's how we'll do it. So this is going to contain everything. Means I need a granary around here that somehow connects into it. That can be done though. So I'm going to have wharves around here. Wharves and wharves. Oh, wait, whoa, okay. That might not be possible. I was getting all excited about having an extra wharf here, but if I can't link it up, it's all for naught. Yeah, because I have you there, I got no way to link it up. Okay, that's unfortunate. That reduces the amount of fish that I could potentially have here. There's always you, though. Not quite so close, but you're still there. Jake, please kill those sheep. Which sheep? Are these ones? Maybe when I have an actual army that I can send on frivolous missions like that, I'll go for it. How would this look anyway? I should probably start by having people here, but no, we will start it with having the wharves. Because that's something that I need to plan around. That's 5 of them. I'd love more. I would really love more. Ugh. I don't want those more to be this far down. This is a really nice, authentic looking bit of water, but it doesn't stop it being hell to work with or plan around. Quite the opposite, one would even say. Look at this garbage, man. Essentially what I need is for them to kind of rub up against people living here. Which is all nasty. All manner of nasty. Right, what I can do is kind of remove the bulge here. I want to, but if I limit the bulging out over there and introduce El Bulgio over here, because I know these guys are going to have to hit up a granary around here anyway. Could work. This could potentially work. Yeah, odds are good they'll at least get here to get some labor access. I just hope this loop isn't too big. Alright, man, this is taxing stuff. It probably looks like I'm just being pretty dumb here, but this is not easy. This is the opposite of easy. I'm gonna need some people living here so you get labor access at the very least. So we'll have some people in key areas. Set up an engineer. This is all bad. Engineer and prefecture there and there. Hopefully they do all of this and a bit of here. Also kind of need people working here, don't I? Engineers have a way of really getting around, but they can be difficult people to work with. So that should have all of this covered. Then I need this, which would probably be serviced well with an engineer and a prefecture over here. No, I think a better idea is to put them over here, because I can only get a 1x1 building here anyway. Aha, sometimes I'm just so clever, you see. Also, you can only take fish, remember that. How is this gonna operate though? I need a granary here. This is gonna have to jut out in a weird way, I think. Also, a bunch of problems with this. But I'm not devoid of options. So what I'm thinking here is I'm going to need wheat farms here. Not a lot of them. Wheat farms produce enough food for 320 people, so honestly 5 or 6 wheat farms should be plenty here. Let's be dangerous and say 7. So this small patch should be good for feeding these people, especially if they're supplemented with fish. The question is, how do I set it up such that these guys get labor access? Well, we have these guys right here, which could certainly provide them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which just means I gotta bring this thing further down. I don't like the long-term effects that that would have, but I do like the fact that it means I could have another cool-looking wall right here. Do like cool-looking walls. Oh no. Okay. Take this and piss off. Right, I'm under attack. Whilst my army is away. Fortunately, they're attacking me next to my 11 fish. Alright guys, make a defense and make it count. Okay, I don't like the way they're going. Head over there. Fortunately, I got a blessing from Mars. He might save my bacon here. And I'm trying to build a empire. Now imagine this looking sexier. Maybe it needs to be too thick to look sexier. Oh, that looks nicer. Depends on the angle you look at it, but that does look nicer. Alright lads, you're kind of in position. Get over here. Oh my lord, there are more of them than us. Alright, get into something resembling position and hold this. Well, we got some guys here to potentially save the day. Come on, you guys are academy trained, act like it. Oh god, they're faster than us, aren't they? They are as fast as us, aren't they? Maul them. Alright, Guardian from Mars has struck. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Horses, save the day. Both of you. These guys are sacrificial, but as long as we maul them with spears... You see, in chess, the pawns go first. Whew! Nice, I think we only lost a couple of guys there. But Mars saved my bacon there. Would not have won without him. Okay, with that, this can start being made. Jake, maybe build some walls pronto. They outnumber you vastly. It was all a calculated risk, you see. Maybe they bought it. Okay, I'm gonna need more temples for my irritating gods. Might as well place them next to where my people are. That's right, Venus, right next to the fisheries where you belong. That's actually not a good place for you. It's a good place for people. People before pennies. I'm going to put you there because I know you're going to form into a 2x2. I can tell by this little thing on the map. It's probably very small for you guys to check, but it is there. It's just by chance that these other two did. I didn't check the ground. You have something like 4 in 9 chance of a 2x2 merging. I forget what the exact numbers are. Employees needed. How? Well, I guess I still haven't fed these guys, and they're probably not very happy with me over that one. But it's also probably a sign that I should... Hang on, I'm still not giving these guys any ships, am I? Let's change that. I'll make a shipyard here. And that'll supply you guys with boats, and you guys with food. Everybody will be happy, especially me. So how's this gonna work? Guess I'm gonna have to have more people, because apparently I'm short on exactly that. I think a reservoir would work pretty good centrally. Let's see, 2 and 2 and... I'm not good at counting these things, I'm just gonna slam you down there. Go directly aloft. Okay, that'll have to do. Incredible Roman engineering. And that should give us water access for everything here. Actually everything. You'd even reach to these guys. That's exactly what you're going to do. In central and southern, or central, which is this map, and desert maps. No, central and northern, which is this, and the deeply green maps. Fountains have a range of 4. So you can really have 8 spaces between them if you're feeling gutsy. Keep those guys satisfied for at least a wee bit. I think I should get rid of some of these because they're just dragging everything down and I'm unable to build up any food here. And Red Warrior does need food badly. But first I want to have people living here. Oh yeah, I was trying to solve this issue, wasn't I? Farming wheat, it's pretty awesome. Everyone should do it. Citizens at long last. So how this is going to work is you're all going to go down there, but ultimately this is the granary, so-called holds grain, the wheat grain. If I get rid of you, are you guys going to form into a 2x2? You will not. Okay. Uh-oh. So remember when I was talking about all those tents? Tents are extremely combustible. I think I'm going to keep to my promise of deleting them. I think there's one right there as well. There we go. Uh-oh. Fires can really get out of hand. You know what, we can do without those. But now I'm short a ton of employees, so I actually need people coming in here. Stat. And I will, of course, want additional prefectures here. Otherwise, this place will also burst into many flames. And as George would say, this place too. I feel like there's a design oversight with this. Having two strips coming out like this, sure they'll get access to employees, but at a cost. I'd rather it looped around in some regard. Like you weren't there, or there was a gap between here that you could go up and into here with. You know what, I have the money, I can redesign this. The screw everything I have money technique has yet to fail me. Go. So people loop around here and hopefully also go down here and get there. And they don't even have to go that far, I can just have people right here. There's no big deal. Kind of wonderful. But I still need people working for me, because I am still short on employees. We'll get there though. Shaky forgot to delete one spot behind a temple. Well, that I did. It's unpleasant living next to burnt out ruins, for whatever reason. Can't really gather it myself. Financially we're in a good place though. My army is coming together. I feel like I'm gonna need an army over here. Maybe how I should... Oh, I'm probably gonna need better defenses overall actually. Well, this guy will, as the plan goes, supply us with a lot of things that we want and or need. But how? I'd be happy enough if he wasn't there at all. Like, I could move him over here. He would get labor access from these houses. There might even be space for him there. Oh nice, my soldiers are back. Just in time for Caesar to want some wheat. You know what, this time I will deliver. You guys go away. Move into some other places I've built. It's my planned economy. Oh wait, I remember there being more of you. Where are you? There we go. Excellent. They'll get considerably less scared as they're back home. And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to move my barracks now. I'm going to move it over here. Hopefully it will have access to some labor from these guys. Something to plan at least. Oh, didn't need to do that. I can just slap it right there. Unfortunately, these things break down as well, so here you go. But yeah, you'll all get your access from over there. Finally gets miffed with me not sending him his precious wheat. How miffed. Oh, he's pleased with my performance. Guess I don't need to keep giving myself too big a salary then. Alright, this is probably the slowest I've ever gone in a Caesar 3 map. But in a sense it feels good. Feels a bit natural, right? I've done enough unnatural things. Oh, I still need employees badly. Move in, you savages. It's probably not helped by the fact I keep deleting things. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, they're gonna start killing me straight away. You guys are now very bold, right? Go and tenderize them. You guys stay there. You guys throw your javelins at them. And actually this should... Why are you guys not moving? There are rather a lot of them. Right, I can see through the implications here. I am going to be attacked by a lot of people in this campaign. I'm glad I have a solid economy, because now I need an extremely solid... Just an extremely solid... Oh yeah, those all need more workers. Alright, well... Yeah, I need a lot more employees then. Let's get to work. You guys are simply there to supply, so that's okay. But with this going, I have a lot of people that I'm going to need to feed. Come to think of it, yeah, I should be okay. When these guys actually get their food, they'll evolve quite a bit more, and we should be good to go with that. But I should also be thinking about defending these guys. I didn't want to break this up, but I'm gonna need turrets defending this area. This is extremely dangerous. I hate save scumming, so I won't, but I will save just to keep my sanity here. So many barbarians.
The destination for these goods won't accept them.
Yes, we do need more workers. That's why they're flooding in here. Still don't have enough food to keep everything at small hovel level here, which is making me very sad. However, the people are very happy with me, which is excellent. Where am I going to have my extra units? Should I just build them here so they can fast response over here? I think so. I don't think these attacks are going to let up. Right, you have your workers, which is great, because I need you guys to always have workers. And produce me lots and lots of soldiers, although you're currently giving me barracks. Tower workers, okay. That's fine though, they have ballistae, which are incredibly powerful. No crime at all is also good. But as my population surges... Oh man, Venus is not very happy right now. I forgot to give her an extra temple. I tried building it here and then forgot to remove it. Yeah, need workers, but here they come. Here are my fresh-faced workers to alleviate my shortage. That's the good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do right. These guys are going to hate living where they live because it's right next to all these, but nice guy that I am, I'll just plaza them up so they have a nice thing to look across as they stare at the towers. Jake, E4 question, why is leader limit completely independent of land force limit? Thank you, shirt from IKEA. Thank goodness that guy is keeping my economy afloat. Between you and this furniture, we're keeping our head above water. Can't understate the pottery too much either. Those trade receipts we can check here. They are keeping us where we are. Otherwise, I'd be in hot water, very hot water. Let's make some money while we're here as well, because not having money is the worst. I'll probably need two forums to cover this place properly. Because if you're going to tax people, tax them properly. Right, what I can also do now is feed my people. That is also something that will likely require quite a few markets. So I'll give them 3 from the start. They'll go around. They also have access to religion, which is good, so this should hobble them right the way up unless places are too undesirable to live, which is quite likely. Things are pretty undesirable around here. I'm gonna bless you guys with that statue. Maybe also give you guys one, but it's pretty expensive. Plaza is forever, so I don't mind giving people plaza so much. Gardens are also kind of good, but not as impactful. It's good to put in places where you can't get anything bigger than a 1x1. Jake, why don't you build oracles? I don't have access to marble currently. I would have to import it. Oh man, storms. Just what I didn't need. Alright, there we go. Hopefully it doesn't request wheat from me anymore. I mean, I guess you can still accept wheat. It's a good buffer for when this place starts draining down. So these marketplaces are going to get all this food if they're... Okay, you have no access to people? How is that even possible? I guess this is part of the problem. Will that help? That's potentially helping. As long as you accept people at the right moment, that's fine. So Rome is actually happy that I'm giving them all this wheat, and I'm pretty happy because I have all these hovels now giving me what I need. Although what I really need more of is defense. People are good, walls are also good, but I am worried. I'm gonna add a bit of extra wall around here just for more defensive measure. Even though walls are very expensive. Alright, this guy's problem is he has no access to water. Well, too bad. I guess the reservoir is pretty unpleasant to live near as well. But that should almost keep everybody happy. Somewhat excellent. You know, overproducing wheat has never in the history of Rome been a problem. Son of a gun, the Emperor and his demands. Right now when I'm needing more workers as well. Okay, I guess that means... How many fruit does he want? 20. I'm not taking that hit to my economy. We continue to ship fruit. 20 fruit for what it's worth. is 800 denarii. I would rather just give him a wee gift. First I'm going to give 190 to the city, or as much as I can. Did I just give everything to the city? I feel like I accidentally gave everything to the city. Easily solved in a few months. If I remember in a few months, never a given. Looking good. I'm liking all of these hovels. Hovels have good space for people to live in. And the food coming in here is pretty nice as well. I see that. We got more troops coming on in. Excellent. As long as we don't have any more particularly nasty attacks, all should be well. Yeah, there's little reason not to have just loads of people here right now. Income is what's making it all work for me. Great. Also, if the wheat fails, people do have access to fish. People are only going to eat wheat, I believe. Is that true? Hard to tell. 144, 144. I can't really tell. In any case, have a bunch of sapphires and forget that this whole fruit business is ever happening, Caesar. Right. Unsurprisingly, that large shack isn't particularly happy with the state of affairs. Nothing a large statue has never solved before. Don't like that I'm hurting for employees, but there's a lot of things I'm not liking currently. I would like to gatehouse this, but you need access to these employees. It does mean people could potentially go down and attack me here, which is not something I can really do much about. Unless I wanted to move where you are. I would. I'd love to move you the barracks here, but somehow they've managed to make an extremely tricky setup here for me to use, so this will just have to do. Harumph. Okay, but this is developing well. My economy is not developing that well, sadly. I made a good start with it, but I don't think it's going to evolve for some time. Fortunately though, tax income is working in my benefit. Remember when I was making 600 ducats in tax? It's gone up by 50%. And we're only in August, it's gone up considerably this year. People still love me as well, unemployment is low, taxes are high, wages are also high. That's all pretty good news. I'm going to soak up that unemployment by building defences here. Quite a lot of defences here, because I know I need it. They keep attacking me from here. How's that going to work, though? I don't really have access to plebs here. And the food situation is still rough. What I will do is I will eliminate some of these 1x1s, which aren't really serving me in any particular way, including you. Sadly, including you probably as well. Because as long as this is empty, times are dark. And I'm going to want at least a 2x2 around here. So I'm going to throw down you. And then I'll have... Uh-oh, what was that? Enemies at the door. That's rough. Very rough. Right. How's this gonna look then? Defenses are needed, sire, and they are needed badly. Yeah, I've had a fan on in the background for a while because it's incredibly hot, but I hope it hasn't been too bothersome for anybody. I love how much this is focusing on defense. It feels so good. Because defenses places an admirable strain on your economy. If they attack me from this side, I am scuppered. Not deed though, not quite deed. Because if they come over here, then at least... Huh, at least what? Leaving gaps of 2 just in case I need considerably more. Oh, that's off by 1 right there. That's gonna hurt somebody's OCD. Is it? Not really. Won't be when I fill it all out. Surprised my people aren't living in such fear right now. No, I can save money on this. So far, I think this map is incredibly awesome. Okay, it's a hastily erected wall, and it'll take some time for the guards to come from here, but it should keep these guys temporarily safe. All the while, what's...
This must be the most
I don't have any theaters or anything in my my city, so go figure people aren't very happy with that. Okay. JW Lacuna says, can't hear the fan at all. Glad to hear it. Rome has increased the price of fruit further and increased the price of pottery. Very unusual for such a difficult map to have goods that you sell go up in price, but it's somewhat understandable with how brutally difficult this thing is proving to be. Okay, good. You guys should upgrade at least a little bit. I'll upgrade quite a bit more if I plaza you up. Actually, that alone should keep you pretty smooth and swanky. Really hate deleting houses, especially when they reach hovel level. But these guys sadly just don't contribute anything. Great, look at that, we're getting ballistae. Ballistae kill anything in one hit except for an elephant. Unfortunately slows down the production of my troops, but a good defense is a good defense, as they say. There's going to be some severe remodeling of the buildings here, but not probably the ooh, everyone's pretty indifferent, I don't like that. Probably not of the roads themselves. I have a lot of area here that I've been putting to work. Should probably wall it off just to buy some time at the very least. I don't want to need to rely on that wall. I'll stick temples down here, since this whole area is temporary. 2 of each, keep them satisfied until I have a fairly high population. Excellent. Money situation hasn't been hampered too badly either. This is all good. I like this. You see the sentry making his way over. The sentry actually has unused voice lines in the game, if you're into that kind of thing. If you frequent the cutting room floor. Are you always the only civ in this game? Yes, although you get attacked externally and you can trade with other cities.
Another successful voyage.
Like that guy.
The profit from this place makes the seasickness bearable.
I've never gone 2 hours without building casa.
This must be the most boring.
After a hard day's work, all I want is to see a good play or fight. Not much chance of that in this city.
Not a big fan of that 1x1 there, but needs must currently. Alright, I have a problem. I want to get all these guys up to large, well, even grand insulae in one fell swoop. But that means I need to have pottery and oil and furniture available for these guys. Most of that's going to be a problem. Not an insurmountable problem, but a problem's a problem. The question is how I go about providing it to them. What I should probably look to be doing is... Wow, actually, can I even use this area for getting some... Okay. This is a horrible place to do it because of the problem here, but I can wall it off a bit more. It's within my wall boundary. In fact, I could even have them get labor access from over here. That might work out pretty well. So what would happen? I'd get that made here. It would get made into furniture over here. So far, so good. How about the pottery? The bulk of my pottery is happening here, but it's very little setup. It's 6 pottery barns and one warehouse. I could honestly move it over here, centralize the distribution of pottery a bit better from here. That would mean I'd have to get some kind of shipping arrangement through here. Not so keen on doing that personally. Also, this is a super decentralized area for getting furniture sent out. Oil is a different matter entirely. I import that to wherever I want, and probably won't ever export it. Come to think of it, the amount of oil that I can make, it's only 25. That's enough for 100 houses. That's not good. If my entire map is made up of grand insulae, then I'd pass the prosperity requirements. That's a big ask. It's a very big ask. This is the thing about making these maps ad lib. I gotta think on my feet here. Where am I gonna set up my central distribution station for most of the goods is a big commitment. If I only had an easy way for you guys to get around here. I'm kind of looking at it right here, but I don't trust 4 of you to feed all of my grand insulae here. I'd need 5. Well, I would likely need 5. Hang on, if I put you there, is there a path? There is, but it gets only so far. And now I feel bad for deleting those really quite pretty trees. through this way, but if I had 2 getting warehouses, then they could make the trek, I'm sure. But even so, I might want to build even more down here. No, I don't need getting warehouses for furniture. I can build more here. Furniture doesn't need to be centralized. Pottery does, though. Currently, I'm not very good at doing that with my pottery, so what I should do is sell anything over 8 right now, so I should keep some back. How am I gonna have anybody living here ever? How much food can I produce for this area? With the fishing set up here, probably quite a few. I think this is going to just become the central area for pottery and oil. That's what makes sense to me right now. It's tragic, means I can't really sell my oil, but it makes the most sense. These guys are going to be hobbles for the rest of their miserable lives, aren't they? No, it doesn't have to be that way. I don't need to have lots of people living here, but they're spread out kind of enough. Kind of. These guys will probably be hobbles for the rest of their miserable lives. I don't like that, though. I'd rather they had a shot at being large insulae. Jake, can you bridge the middle island and again to connect the 2 parts? That's quite possible. We should investigate that further. It's expensive, though. It's going to take ship bridges to get over there. Ship with a P. Not in a way that doesn't... Wow, that's 1,000 denarii just to make that one bridge. I'm going to have to bridge over here, that much is a given, but... Okay, so yes, I can, and that would be the way for it. Expensive. Very expensive to bridge through the island. Okay. How am I going to do this? Really faster going that way still, though. Pottery, pottery. These guys will hate me for it, but this is the pottery warehouse now. Oh, no, I don't like that. I suddenly really don't like that. I want it more central. Well, lots of people want things more central. It's still going to be here. I can always use 2 getting warehouses if I really want. You no longer accept pottery. And now I'll export over 16 units. Take a while to build up that backlog, but it's okay. Alright, we'll get stuff moving somewhat. Do you wish to insult me? Yes. You're not getting that fruit Caesar. It's worth too much money to me. It's worth more to me than it is to you. This is kind of unnatural, isn't it? Let's make it a bit more natural, if a bit. I feel like an attack around here would just be the worst. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Haven't even built up my army, which is a crying shame. Okay, this can go right, so how would it work? I'd have wood produced here, refined into furniture here. This is all going to get ripped up, I'm pretty sure. I hope so. It's terrible right now. I have unemployment, so I can shoulder quite a few costs here. People still love me. Yeah, build up that pottery. It's the oil that I also worry about, though. Well, worry is putting it strongly. It's not something I should have to worry about. What I can do is establish my warehouse right about here. again, people are going to hate this, but so be it. Now, all you are going to accept is oil and olives. And in an ideal world, you will be full of oil. One, two, three, four. Sorry, Venus, you're just not in a good place right now. But this time I will really rebuild you. There we go. So I have the furniture, the pottery, and I'm gonna have to keep some of that furniture now. So again, it's exports over 16. We don't export the oil, we're gonna need that. I'm gonna need loads of getting warehouses around here, quite sadly. Might even put them here for easy access. They have a long way to go, but going along here isn't particularly long, and that's how it will be set up in due time. It's just not pleasant however I look at it, but perhaps necessary. Yeah. My important thing is getting this thing properly built up, so that's how we're going to do it. Get pottery. Get furniture. And get oil. Now the getting furniture guy will soon not be getting furniture. He will soon just get it straight to his door from here, but I still need to set that up. Actually, it's not too much stress to set that up right now, but no big deal. With everything available, I'll be able to pop these guys up to Grand Insulate pretty quickly, or so I hope. The best laid plans of mice and men aft Gangagalay, and I wouldn't be too surprised if this one does as well. I have a problem with you. Should I get rid of you? I have unemployment, so yes. I think the way the spacings out work here, it's going to be kind of okay for my Grand Insulate. Assuming they become Grand Insulate, they need a lot of services, but services shall be provided. Money's in a good spot right now. Just really not a fan of how far those getting warehouses have to go. Are they already going?
I don't mind pushing a cart. It's more entertaining than the rest of this city.
Okay, my army is almost complete over here. I feel... What do I feel? Should they be here as well? I'm almost certainly not going to be building anything here, so yes. I will have another mounted and another javelin brigade right here. 1,000 ducats isn't what it used to be. I'm not too torn about spending it now. But most of my places have half decent defenses, so this should be okay. I guess worst case scenario is I'd get attacked here and they'd quickly rush me. That would be pretty worst case scenario, so I want to extend this wall. Maybe have it hug this area a bit tighter. Jake, have you checked out Project Octopath Traveler? It's a cutesy classic JRPG. I have not. Doesn't sound like something that came to PC though. Did it come to PC? Right. Trying to think how this would shape up. Should I just strip you of your... Ah, but it looks so good with that, with the foliage here. Building long ship bridges is also fugly. And I should feel bad for it. Well, it's an investment that kinda has to be done, so we're gonna do it. Is that where I want it though? Yeah, that should be okay. Wait. You'll take it from there, but not from there. Strange game sometimes. That would work as well though, but it kinda sticks you, so it's probably the better place to do it. Out of the way, savages, the glory of Rome prevails. Kind of. Nice thing is, they don't mind you building roads in their lands. They probably quite appreciate it. They also sometimes start with roads. But yes, taking this route is a lot easier than taking this route all the way around. That should make my getting carts fill these warehouses up quite a bit faster. Isn't it better to connect north, so west side directly? North, so west. What? I understand not what you mean. Uh-oh. Rome increased the price of clay, which is not good, and wherever they are... Oh, that's the opposite of good. My armies are ill-prepared to deal with this. Although I'm suddenly very glad I built up all those defenses. Alright, the fastest guys, get there as soon as you can. Hopefully that's enough to dispatch them. If it's not, all the more reason we need our javelineers over there. I think they're attacking my walls already. They are, and they're killing my dudes. Bloomin' heck, are they flying? My lands! Hurry, Hurry, my horses. They have horses too! They've completely bypassed my defenses. Oh, my barracks. I needed that. Alright, the damage is intense, but I think the day is won. Whew! Alright, that was pretty brutal. Everybody get back home. Nobody likes living next to all the burning rubble. Right. Fortunately, they didn't take out my aqueduct. Feels like they could have without trying very hard. Ah, but they robbed me of a lot of workers that way. Fountain that bit the dust. Oh man, my statue as well. That's just not nice. Somewhat amusing the way these things broke down. 2x2, that's 2x2, you're also going to be a 2x2 there. I want you to be a 2x2 into there. There we go. Now how many workers am I short on? Just 50. That's okay, it's not a whole lot. But I'm going to build them in a slightly safer area here. Those scrubs kind of did me a favor though. Now I know where they strike from. I can have even better defenses ready for them. And since they destroyed my barracks there, which I'm still super not happy about, what I can do is erect this gatehouse here to keep us defended, and move my barracks to within the city walls, but in such a way that it still supplies everybody. So I need this road still to carry on. This is how it's going to go. I'm going to go around here. I'm going to build my barracks now over here. Should get labor access from those guys. There we go. They'll never make it through that. Note, they may still make it through that. It's going to need an engineer post and prefecture here anyway, but that should be fine. Jake, the road goes where the what? I understand not. Jake, the road goes where the thumb? I don't know what you're saying, no rules. Just sounds like gobbledygook to me. Maybe you've just gone insane. Alright, the furniture's coming in. Oh, I don't have any employees to get you working. Note, I need to keep this open so people can actually get there. Also, this is proving unnecessary since we're walled in on the other side too. Please, I need employees. Not often I need them this much. Okay, is everything going smoothly? Are we an efficient team? That's what I'd like to know. They're just going to break through the undefended part of the wall. I mean, if they broke through here, that would still be pretty bad, but at least I still have all these towers to give them hell. I can also make a load of prefectures so that I have a last line of defense, but I don't have the employees to be doing that right now, unfortunately. Well, I need to shore up my employees a bit, so I'm going to delete a couple of you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 should still be plenty to keep you going. To the effect that I'm actually going to get rid of you. You seem unnecessary. You're also a bit unnecessary. Oh man, this all cost me a lot of money that I didn't have. Oh, on the plus side, these sheep don't stand a chance against my ballista. Unless they move as fast as they're moving, which is pretty fast. Oh snap, because I deleted all of this. Oh, they got a free pass through this, don't they? In all directions. Oh, that's nasty. Should never have deleted all this. There they go. Ah, olives became more expensive. Right, well I should probably start importing those olives. Now that they're too expensive for me to afford, so I can make oil to ship to these guys eventually. I'm still hurting for him. No, I'm not hurting for employees. You just suck at finding people to work for you. There we go. I don't like that you have such poor access to employees. It's like the problem that should not be a problem. Okay, another distant threat in the Roman what's-its. Not sure we care enough about them. It's getting real difficult to care about these guys. An average force will attack somebody else in 24 months. I'm probably just going to say no to that and yes to giving Caesar a bit more of a gift. Caesar's going to be so unhappy with that, but... Ugh. What does he want me to do? Jake, the YouTube video of this better have another Dungeon Keeper town name or else I will be very cross, says Red. Well, it's got a weird name, and I always forget what it's called. I think I wrote it down here, though. N something, right? I thought I had it here. Nope, guess I'm wrong. However, what I should do is save this while we're here. Lest I somehow delete everything I've done. Alright, we're back up to 2,000 population, which is nice. All the gods are happy. Unemployment is at a manageable level. Basically, I got nothing to worry about. And when I get my oil here, these guys are going to bounce all the way up, hopefully to Grand Insulate, and hopefully I can keep them at Grand Insulate level. Ah, oil's gone up in price. It's kind of good, because I'd make more money from selling it, but I'm about to start making pretty much all of my money from taxation. Well, the bulk of it at the very least. Got enough money that I can do extravagant things like that. Okay, what I can also do is set up a mission post here. I'm going to look at the risks of the natives. Note that there they are, and I'm going to build you. He's got a pretty good range, so I could probably, happily enough, just build him here. And he should affect everybody. Especially if he ever goes up that way. He works really fast for what it's worth. And as long as he walks up this road, that should be everybody pacified. Excellent. Enemies are closing in yet more. I'm probably really going to need weapons. But maybe, just maybe, I can pull through on sheer turrets. I mean, I like to think this is well enough defended to keep this at bay, but you never really know, do you? It's so hard to get a reasonable army built up here. Screw Caesar though, he ain't getting my army. He even wants my pottery. He just keeps wanting stuff. I mean, I could satisfy him, but I'd really rather not. I'm just gonna tell him to buzz off. I need the money more than... Okay, well, to be fair, I have plenty of money right now. Take it and buzz off. He was at 90. When he acknowledges that, he better be at, you know, 3 million. Still waiting on that oil, friendo. Oh, he's moving it across. Okay, I need to start thinking about leveling up all of these guys. So, what am I going to need for that? It's tricky to get these guys up without a Colosseum, and I don't have a lot of space for said Colosseum. I really don't have the space for said Colosseum. Unless I stuck it here. That creates some other problems, of course. I really have to hand it to the awkward layout of this map. It's challenging me in a lot of new and interesting ways. Just a theatre and an amphitheatre wouldn't cut it for these guys. They need a Colosseum unless I have massive amounts of good vibes in the rest of my city, and I'm really not going to be having that. So Colosseum is what they get over here in this awkward position. And in addition, they're going to get a theatre and amphitheatre because they're lucky buggers. Which means they're going to need a gladiator school and an actor colony and a lion house. They'll all go all the way up here and satisfy all of those. In addition to that, they're going to need a couple of schools, one there and one there. We'll also need a library. A lot of space for putting the things that I want, but I will probably get rid of quite a bunch of these temples since they take up good real estate, and that is not free real estate. Okay. They'll need bathhouses for their smelly Romans. I don't think I ever gave them a doctor, so let's change that now. The school's in a rubbish place, isn't it? There you go, Ceres, knock yourself out. Now, a good place for a bathhouse. Any place is a good place for a bathhouse. Probably going to be other stuff they need, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. Alright, so he finally acknowledged me and gave me barely anything for it. It's really not worth me satisfying Caesar right now. I also do not want to sacrifice my army, so we're gonna let... it was Lutetia again, right? Probably just gonna let Lutetia fall. I don't know, they wouldn't give you an impossible task like that, would they? I don't want to give away my army though, no matter how you cut it. So they're gonna wait on furniture. We all enjoy our new Colosseum. People really hate living around here. It's alright though, I hate them too. Ah, they will of course need barber access. Whoa, that's excellent. The price of furniture just shot up. On the other hand, I need to produce more furniture now because we're nibbling it up. Didn't leave myself with much room to build timber yards, but I do have this area. And this is how it's going to work. Timber yard, timber yard. Series. And furniture times 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets angry at the things I didn't send him, more angry than happy at the things I do send him, but that's just Caesar for you. It's a big old pain in the neck. Right, it's going to be a bit ugly for these guys for a wee bit, because, well, they eat up a lot of resources pretty quickly. You don't get a lot of payoff for it. But when things stabilize and start turning into grand insules, it'll get a bit more interesting for me. Really? No health provision? I have a clinic right here, but I don't think he's making the full... Oh, he fails to make the full path around. That's bad news for me. Stop being bad news for me. Hey, we're starting to get grand insulae now, though. That's the good stuff. I shouldn't need an extra one of you anymore. So I'm going to slap that doctor right down here and hope that he does his job properly. Great. I just have to hope this ends up being pretty stable, because it could backfire on me pretty hard. Like, look at a lot of these places that just aren't evolving. Well, let's just plaza the whole damn thing up. We have money now. Ah, the barber man is also not making his rounds properly. Most unfortunate. I could stick him there and hope that he does better. Right, they certainly don't like living there. I hate to throw down something like this here, but I will probably have to. Just to get them. There we go. That's what we want to see. Still not enough, sadly. I hate to tarry with my defenses here, but there you go, guys. That should be enough for you. I worry significantly that there's not going to be enough fish for these people. A lot of these buildings are just struggling, so I think I will put quite a few of them out of their misery. How are we doing on unemployment? Enough to put people out of their misery. That's what I like to see. If you ain't a 2x2, you're probably about to be destroyed. Unless you can really convince me that you're trying your damnedest. Oh boy. Don't we have enemies at the door? We do have enemies at the door, but that doesn't stop us getting attacked. Fortunately, at a pretty good place for being attacked. You know what? How about you don't go that way? Also, not really where all my good stuff is. No, please don't take that route. Always so many of them. This guy's just got enormous balls of steel. What I should really be doing, though, are getting additional throwy stick people at them. No Mars to save me from these incursions. Let's do our best. Also, we've chewed through a considerable amount of our time. Should have drawn them to a bit more ballistic fire, but this should be okay. Alright, that's kind of good. Draw back a bit. All of you. Alright, so this is telling me I need to build more towers here, because the attacks here don't seem to want to relent. Oh, they're forming the diamond. Fear the diamond. Diamond certainly doesn't fear you. Okay, that was horrifying losses for me, mostly to the army. But it did teach me where to strengthen my defenses, so it's not all loss. How are things looking back home? That's the thing about this game, I like the juggling between your city and your defenses. It's pretty awesome. Pretty damn awesome. They really hate living there, don't they? Price of wages has gone up in Rome yet again. I gotta stay ahead of the track, or else I won't be able to charge my exuberant taxes. Taxes are what make my life go round here. Jake, is this maybe the map that the enemies spawn from all directions? They certainly are spawning from all directions. Is there anywhere we haven't seen them spawn from yet? Right, towers here, please. I can actually get rid of you and have 2 towers, like that film. Really wishing I had weapons. Who sells me weapons? I have to buy them overseas. That's troublesome. That's very troublesome. So too is this lack of wheat. I feel like I should have a lot more of it. I cut back a bit due to lack of employees, but perhaps not the brightest of moves for me right now. Now 7 of these plus the fish should happily feed all these people. I guess a big problem is the initial push. All these places popping up, they need a lot of food. Best thing I can really do is alleviate any issues. By reducing the amount of homes here. It's no big deal because after all... Oh, you need library access. Surely not. Librarian makes his way around here perfectly fine. You're probably just moaning. Phew, God, this map is difficult. But that's good, right? It's good to have a challenge. Need more fish to make garum, popular Roman sauce. I do need more fish, I'm not denying that. My abilities of making fish around here are stunted. Unless I wanted to have a getting granary bringing more fish from around here. Not really ideal in my view. This needs to be remodeled badly. I could import those weapons, right? I have the money. What I would do is connect you up here. Is that maybe a bad thing? Now you're already kind of connected, right? Well, connecting all your roads not always best. Ah, but I can have a getting warehouse here that gets those weapons and then sends them to this barracks. Seems logical. Seems highly logical. I take my most broken legion, destroy it, and then replace it with a Legionnaire's fort, because I'm clearly getting attacked from here quite a lot, and I need somebody to defend me properly. And then I say, yes, please import these ludicrously expensive weapons. They're going to cost me $270 each. But it's an investment worth making at this point. Problem's a little bit close here, haven't I? Ah, hell, this is all going to connect up anyway. I'll figure out the finer points of this shortly, but... But, we're getting there, don't worry. My timber yards here, on my furniture workshops over here. Wait, that's probably too far away from... Nah, I'm sure you guys can get labor access. Can even elongate this a bit. Maybe I'm being a bit overly optimistic about how far these guys can go to get their... Oh, that was a bit much as well, wasn't it? That should be okay though. You're going to make furniture and you're going to stick it in there. And then you won't have to be a getting warehouse anymore. Kind of cool. Some of these guys might flip-flop a bit because of lack of fish, but they shouldn't flip-flop due to lack of overall food, which is kind of good. Hopefully kind of good. Maybe these guys do not produce the level of food I expected them to. But on the other hand, unemployment is pretty high. So perhaps what I could benefit from doing is really slaughtering a lot of these and making sure that we have a steady block before we have a super populous block. It's going to be hard making a super populous. Shouldn't be though, the main problem is food and there's so much arable land here. If I just rearrange this enormously, we should have a much easier time. Like my whole setup here is I think the real disaster piece. This is nonsense. But it can be fixed, and it will be fixed. Uh-oh, what just unfixed for you? Yeah, the market's kind of low because they're struggling so hard to get food. Right, well, how about, as cool as these walls were, they need to go. They're just interrupting stuff here, which is no good. That devolution is painful to see. Your deliberate refusal to send a relief force to protect the city of the Empire allowed it to fall to barbarians. This supreme act of treachery will not be forgotten in Rome. Ooh. Cheer up, buddy. Have a mask. Still slightly displeased with me, but that's not good. I should be more overflowing with wheat than I am here. But yeah, hopefully deleting a lot of houses will sort out some of this shortage. Look, I already saved them once. If they continue to not be able to save themselves, that remains very thoroughly their problem. If I get attacked here, that's extremely bad. I just don't have the defenses for it. Help out a bit and clean up some of that unemployment as well, which is an added bonus. Come on, stabilize. That's what I need more than anything. Well, maybe some good amount of wheat is what I need. This is good arable land. It should be used for wheat, even if they're inefficiently far away from this. Huh, that would work as well. Engineer post, prefecture, wheat farm. And I will need the gladiatorial combat. And the other thing, was it an actor colony? The word colony in actor colony significantly confused me as a child. I couldn't work it out. Why is it a colony?
Dockers are collecting some goods we're buying from a warehouse.
Uh-oh, they're able to take it all the way over there. That was not part of the plan. If that's the case, I'd rather not have you accept them and have you put them closer here, because that's way too far for you to go. It's clogging up my trade, and that is unacceptable. What also is unacceptable is these fish guys are going all the way over here to deposit their fish instead of putting them in this warehouse, so connecting up all of this is kind of hurting me. You're not getting those weapons, Caesar. No way, no how. What I could do is have a granary here for you, and then have that as a getting granary, which takes from here as well, but that's also very inefficient. No shortage of inefficiencies around here. Whoa, I didn't notice that. That makes this a super good place to fish for. I might be able to make a good area for houses here, because I don't need to sell at this dock anymore. I mean, the fruit's been good to me, but I shouldn't rely on it much longer. Okay. I'm thinking something in my mind here. There's a patrician problem, but that can be solved in due time. I see this as good building land, just like this was. So if I make a nice little loop here, fed from here, with both getting warehouses and farms, and the fishies here, then yeah, I could probably jam 30 grand insulae there. Just gonna help us towards our desperate population goal. And it is desperate. This map, this whole bloody map is desperate. It's incredibly difficult. And my hat's off to whoever made it, because it's interestingly difficult. I'm facing problems I very rarely face in this game. Hold on, I was going to build a Legionnaire fort here. Perhaps I should have Legionnaire and spiky throwing guys here, here, and here. I just don't produce troops fast enough, it's mad. Am I under threat though? Oh yeah, looks like there's 2 attacks incoming on me. Mars, take the wheel. Okay, so what do I need to do? I have the money to do pretty much whatever I want. Expanding this seems like a good idea, but that would mean tearing this down, which is a problem we're going to have to face eventually, no matter how I cut it. Romans, always so fussy. What I could also do is have you accept marble. Finally open up this route and say, yes, I need marble, because I think I do. Means nobody else. Well, I mean, you could take the marble. There's no big problem with that. You stop accepting the meat. I need to set up the granary for meat here as well, though. Actually, you could become the meat granary. Yeah, why are you even accepting wheat in the first place? Oh, you're closer for a lot of these guys. It all makes sense now. You get that. You get that. You accept marble and fruit. Great. Nobody else accept marble. I'm also confused as to why you exist, so go away. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, first let's not have anybody accept marble, as we import marble, as we're under attack. And I set everywhere else to have no marbles. It's a strange bit in Summer Games Done Quick where people just shouted marbles constantly. It's very confusing and aggravating at the same time. Wait, where are they? Uh-oh. Tell you where I don't have defenses, it's right there. Don't have any Primal Legion to deal with them either. In fact, I am severely understaffed for this. Where are they going to attack from? Also, could I just maul them super fast? Give it your all, guys. Because heaven help me, I don't have a lot for you. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. They made bloody short work of that, didn't they? Alright. I think. Oh my lord, there are so many of them! I think this is the end, lads. Oh, I left that one open, didn't I? This is a good defense, though. Look at that, they're not even clearing it. This, however... I'm gonna wish I'd finished this wall now. Yeah, if I'd had this set up with towers, they'd be getting smoked, but instead, the smoked one is me. Meanwhile, Rome is celebrating their own increase in wages. Damn Romans. Oh no, please, not into my well-built-up area. Aha! Prima Legion, despite being totally distraught, are here to help. Alright, my towers over here should be able to save too much damage happening. Are they retreating? I think he might be retreating, but he might also be slaughtering most of my city. Oh, okay. Comes at the same time as... Okay, at least these guys are attacking into my my fortifications. Get smoked, barbarian scum. There are so many barbarian scum. Ever played Master of Olympus Zeus? I believe I have. I remember putting it down pretty swiftly saying this isn't Caesar. Okay, so towers were enough to keep these guys at bay. I don't even think they cracked through any of my defenses. Oh, this is a lot of picking back up to do. Oh, and I'm about to be under another attack. Well, you know, if they attack from here, I might still be good. I lost a lot of everything, though. Yikes. Oh, it gets worse before it gets better. Alright, don't worry, with the power of money anything can be done. Except we need more workers. We won that fight, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we won. Tell you what though, next time let's keep this walled off. They did a lot of damage because they were able to sneak by there instead of going along here. Oh. Oh no, all my fishing boats! Because they mauled, they mauled a lot of my temples, but particularly Neptune. Neptune is angry about that. Well, I got that marble, right? I can always impress my people with the power of the Oracle. Oh, jinx. Now if you save and reload your game, it doesn't tell you what used to be in the smouldering wrecks, so it's a good idea to rebuild while you can. 2 Venuses, 2 Mercuries right here. That doesn't seem right. I'm gonna say 1 Venus and 2 Mercuries. To appease Mars hard here. Market Neptune Furniture Workshop. Wait, one of those was a furniture workshop? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Hobble, hobble, Mercury. Well, let's just settle for the hobbles right now. Who knows, if we get good luck on the next next attack, that is to say, they attack us right where all of our walls and forts are, or walls and ballistae are, we might be able to bounce back something fierce. Not holding my breath on that one though. Could be okay. Along here is a bit more concerning. Oh, I love how much I can focus on defense here. So intense. I mean, the unemployment problem went away. Got replaced by another horrific problem, though. We'll see if we can bounce back with this. If we can't, then I'm not one for save scumming. I'll admit defeat and come back at this another day. But I will try my damnedest. Okay. How nice of the game to remind me that I had Grand Insulae. Had past tense. Mars, Insulae, Neptune. What are my main weaknesses? It's the fact that they were able to cleanly get through this. That actually cost me a lot more than I give credit to. If they'd been forced to go through this, it would have been a bit tougher on them to have more pew pew. Jake, Caesar 3 better than Caesar 4? Oh, enormously. Enormously. 2 can barely even be compared. Small hovel, there's a marketplace there, people will be starving without it. What else do we have? Prefecture, never want to be without those. Oh yeah, timber yard. It's another reason not to delete the trees. Kinda need those for rebuilding timber yards if they get destroyed. Now, ideally they don't get destroyed, but that's not how things are operating here today. Just more hovels. Probably not strictly necessary right now, but we'll have them back because I need the people. The people. My glorious oil workshop. Now I have a significant problem with food production right now because I managed to destroy a lot of what I had. So, well, Neptune destroyed a lot of what I had. So we're gonna fix that. Alright, there we go. This is a bit of a weak point here. But the idea is that this kind of stretches out over here. Oh, I don't even have the staff to man my towers. That's awful. I'm short a huge number of employees. Look at that! Look at my population slump. Fell by about 3/5 there. It's alright, in come the new immigrants. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, go away, Caesar. I wonder why he's so displeased with me. People are very pleased. They'd probably be a bit more pleased if I wasn't taxing them into space, but they're gonna have to make do with that. Alright, they destroyed a few more things, such as this fountain. Yeah, we're looking good as new. These guys are gonna starve, there's no food for them. Even the Grand Insulae are back. Uh-oh. I'm already under another attack. Okay, I do not have an army. You're just gonna have to make do with your amazing ballistae. Huh. These savages have never seen the glory of the likes of Rome before. Oh, please, not my weak point. Literally anywhere other than my weak point. Barbarians. Oh, and more barbarians. And more barbarians. Wow. Ah, I see. Well, I am incredibly impressed. There's also a sound file for this, but they didn't play it, probably because it's really disheartening to lose. We got thumped, and we got thumped hard. The Gothic Horror Show lived up to its name. I like this map. I like it a lot. We're going to be coming back to this. So what failed? I know the economy is extremely tight to begin with, but I should have focused on my army earlier, and I should have built up my starting outpost with defense in mind rather than tacking that on later. What I should look to it as is having defense as an industry. So I will have a lot of people. I will have them working on defense in the towers, and will tax them accordingly, all whilst I make my money from selling that sweet furniture and fruit. Fruit was probably better than I gave it credit for there, especially when it went up in price. G. Morgan says, what didn't fail? My economy didn't fail. My economy was pretty strong given how little this gives you. When you open up raw materials and it says wood, you know you've got a pretty rough map. That's how the in-game mycelia works as well. I reckon we could do this with a second stab of it. It's not going to be tonight, but I'm excited at the prospect of giving this one another go. I wonder if I would start in the same location. See, down here, you have easy, ample access to food, and since you're tucked away in a corner here, much easier to defend. And as we've found, you're able to get timber here. Wonder if any other bits of it will give you. Stingy. Really stingy. If I could just get one more of them, I'd be able to fulfill all timber demands with this. Like I said though, I like this map a lot. We've got to come back for more. Where the wood is so incredibly stingy. Alright, this is good. This is very good. We'll be back with this map again in the future, I'm sure. Martia7 chimes in with a cheer saying, well, you did good. I'm not sure I like those inverted commas on the good. But hey-ho. Right, that's it from me for now. I'll be back maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? But at least for now, it's cheers and cheerio.